Manchester.
Hello to you all from the north.
Anyway, right, coming now, featuring the fine tradition of this programme, which is a comedy item, allegedly, and it's really a feeble excuse because it's just on because the words in it rhyme, isn't
It's
it?
not comedy anyway, it's public service, it's recipes, isn't it?
Is it recipes? Okay,
Yeah.
Is that public service, is it? But it's only, I mean, let's face it, it's so sad, it's only on because the title of it, there's an internal rhyme.
With the subject, yeah.
Isn't there?
Well, yeah, so don't labour it.
Well, okay, go on then.
Right, and well now, ladies and gentlemen, the first in the series with Peter Hook from New Order. This is Cook with Hook.
Oh, flame.
What's wrong with you? Should we put your tape on?
That didn't rhyme, did it?
Well, oh no.
Cook,
I can't feel stupid now.
Cook with Hook.
Right. Cook with Hook.
Oh, bloomin' heck,
What's wrong with you? Oh. Get with Hook with Peter Hook.
Hello and welcome to Cook with Hook. It's your resident cook, Peter Hook, here with a series to make your lips water. Tonight, our first is horse's Doofus. This traditional English dish is English and quite traditional, really. The first step in the recipe is to get the bus to the abattoir or local knacker's yard. I never get the bus, really, because you have to mix with poor people. But, that apart, I get on my bike. When you get to the abattoir, look for a guy called Jimmy, right? Now, don't worry, because everyone who works in abattoirs and knacker's yards is called Jimmy. They've got these dead little sharp knives as well, so you have to watch out. You ask Jimmy if he minds you sticking around for the kill ride. And the big moment, very exciting this bit, you have to wait for the horse to collapse. Then you grab its knackers, remove them with the sharp instrument, aforesaid knife, take them home, boil them for a bit, right? Add some pepper if you like, maybe a bit of salt and plenty of alcohol. And there you have it, horse's Doofus, a fine aphrodisiac.
Get hooked with Peter Hook.
What are you talking about? Don't labour, it tells me. What's this Cook with Hook? You put the wrong jingle on, haven't you?
Oh, no, I mean...
Get Hooked. That was our hilarious Peter Hook fishing spot that we used to have. Get Hooked, wasn't it?
No, I only did that to keep you on your toes, our kid.
Yes, but you'll be keeping yourself on your toes by taking all the jingles that you put on all the other episodes, won't you? Off. As soon as possible.
Wasn't there supposed to be another word before that, off, no?
No,
Right.
we'll leave that for now.
Fair enough.
Anyway, what would be a great idea, I think,
Oh, yes.
is if people who wanted their recipes read out in the fantastic cookery spot Get Hooked, with Peter Hook could perhaps write in
Yeah, and save us a job.
with a recipe.
Yeah.
And so I think this is a good idea. And so if you would like your recipe read out by Peter Hook, then send it in to Peter Hook, Get Hooked, Cooked with Hook. Lard hasn't decided yet competition. No, send in your recipes to Cook with Hook, BBC Radio 1FM, Oxford Road, Manchester, M61SJ. Okay, and there will be a prize in the offing, won't there, for anybody who's... Stop shaking your head. We agreed all this beforehand. We've sorted all this out so we appear seamless professionals, and then you just come on here and try and make it seem like shambling amateurism, don't you? Oh, you're not saying anything at all now, are you? Fantastic. How marvellous it is. What a secure and sort of cocoon feeling it is being in a successful show business double act, isn't it? Oh, no, don't start that. That is horrible, that. That really is horrible. So if you would like your recipe read out by Peter Hook, then send it into Cook with Hook, BBC Radio 1FM, Oxford Road, Manchester, M61SJ. And anybody with their recipe read out will win a vegetarian meal by return of post. This was your idea, and you've left me to sort it all out on my own, haven't you, Lard? Right, what should we do now? I know, should we have a recipe spot? This is the time of night where, I get a bit peckish.
We like to rustle something up, don't we?
We certainly do, right, yeah. Okay. So here is Peter Hook, the throbbing leonine rock god from New Order, and his fantastic recipe spot, which is called Cook with Hook, and we'll do the jingle now. You can join in as well, if you like, Mike. So it's roughly to the Batman theme, isn't it? Well, exactly. Okay. Oh, let's just do it, right. Cook with Hook!
Hey up, kids, I'm back. It's Peter Hooky Hook here with another informative piece of culinary malpractice. You won't get fat with my recipes. Tonight I'll be rustling up a favourite from the Hook kitchen, bubble and squeak. Squeak! Hey, there's a bit of history about this dish, though. It was very popular with poor people, I believe. Of course, I wouldn't know anything about that. The butler never used to serve it to me. But now rock stars like me love it as well, because we like to get close to the people, you know what it's like. Anyway, bubble and squeak, right? First of all, you get some washing up liquid. I like that super fairy, but he's on the door at the Hacienda at the moment, so he couldn't come. So you tend to find that the cheap washing up liquid from Asda's the best, you know, when we value written on it, because it's dead cheap. You go to the pet shop, you buy a large mouse. And if you're still very poor, trap one of them poor blighters that lives under your sideboard. Kill it in a humane way, of course. You could bore it to death, I suppose, by making it listen to Radio 4 or something. I find holding the tail and cracking its head on the side of the windowsill does the job, right? That's where the squeak comes in, because them buggers don't half squeak. Once it's dead, you can tell when it's dead because it's not moving, like, you know. Soak the little corpse in water. Rub the washing up liquid all over it. Get an array of bubbles over the beast, right? Usually the kids are quite handy at doing that. They like to blow a few bubbles and then put it under the grill for a bit and neck it. Or give it the cat if you don't fancy it anymore.
Very good. You looked almost angelic when you were doing that.
What?
You look like, what's his name? Mark Allman. You know when Mark Allman was on Top of the Pops doing Torch and there's a little voice that comes in and he puts his hand... And he cups his hand round his ear and looks wistfully upwards.
I know a story about Mark Allman.
No, you don't.
Very good.
No, you don't.
Shall I tell it you?
It's not a cauliflower anyway. Right, now it's time for this glittering feature that the whole country is tuning in to listen to. What's it called again?
Quality item.
Oh, yes, right.
What's it called again?
Here we go.
Evening all, Peter Hook here once again. I bet your lips are watering already, aren't they? Your resident rock star god come Viking chef. Tonight I'll be whipping up a warm cauldron of hot gubbins to keep you warm on those cool summer nights. Leek and potato soup is a nourishing, cheap and repulsive little dish which is quite easy to make, I find. It doesn't deter from your drinking, really. First of all, you drink 2 pints of water, which you should do before a good night out anyway. Then you wait an hour or so, go to the kitchen, get some potatoes and put them in a pan. And you wait in the kitchen until a leak springs from one of your many water pipes. Fill the pan with water, boil, add salt if you like and eat it. Now, you lot thought I was going to make some sordid joke about the leek part of this dish. You thought I was going to say piss in a pot, didn't you? But I never do things like that. Oh, ye of little faith. Next, pea soup.
Cook with Hook, with Peter Golden tune played on the bass by Peter Hook, who of course was our guest all last week on Cook with Hook, and great expense and great effort because it was such a success. We thought we'd have one more episode this week. Well, it was leftover.
It was just left over, yeah, we didn't get one in, did we?
So here we are, more from the kitchen of the Norse god in Cook with Hook. Cook with Hook, with the Peter Hook.
Here we are, back by popular demand. Peter Hook again. Cook with Hook. You can't keep a good chef down. Nobody keeps me down. Anyway, here's another mouth-watering delight tonight. Wild mushroom bake. I find this one is a favourite with the ladies. The ladies love it, as we like to say over there in Didsbury. First of all, you go to Glossop, which is a bit close to Macclesfield, but beggars can't be choosers, can they? You find a field which has got some of our little fungi friends growing freely in it. Push your way through the local drug dealers and wait until it goes dark. You creep around the field quietly as you can and try not to make any noise because there might be some residents nearby who won't appreciate you, hallucinating. Before long, you'll hear some noise. There'll be a small, unruly element of the mushroom community partying down, drinking beer, having sex, and being generally quite wild. It sounds like the Hacienda on a Friday night, that. Anyway, you capture these mushrooms, right? Put them in a bag. And you either take them to the ass and sell them, or you can take them home and bake, and there you have it, wild mushroom bake.
Cook with Hook, with the Peter Hook.
Quality.
Even got in tune by the end of it. Peter Hook, and of course the opinions put forward during that feature are not necessarily the opinions of the people involved in this programme.
Not necessarily, but just by coincidence they are, aren't they?